Yo guys, welcome to Twitch Snake Gamers. I am Twitch and welcome back to a very special episode of Let's Talk Ball. I am joined by the man himself, the voice of a white Morgan Freeman, ReviewToobz.
When did you come up with that?
10 minutes ago. Thanks for coming, man. How are you?
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. That is high. That is some mighty high praise. So thank you. I don't think I deserve it, but thank you.
Guys, if you haven't checked out ReviewToobz right by now, oh my god, what are you doing? To give you outline of he's got, actually, ReviewToobz. So, you do a lot of reviews on small YouTubers.
I do. Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, I started off, and this is a lot to do with. I'm really doing YouTube in particular. I was doing a bunch of, I guess, sort of just random videos, really trying to find what I wanted to do, and at one point I sort of came to a point where I was like, okay, well, I don't think this is working. Maybe I need to find a new hobby to fill my time. And a fella came along, and his name is Poking Things on Twitter. And I saw his channel, and it was so quirky and just weird and fun. And I was like, why don't I just do a review on this? Do a review on it, see what happens. And from there, it really sort of snowballed into what we're doing now, which is finding really great YouTube channels, doing reviews on them, and just having some fun with it. And it's I love them. I love doing those channel reviews.
I can speak to a lot of people where just love watching them, because it's not just like a little review where you talk for a few minutes about channel. That's it. You put so much energy and time and detail into the review.
Absolutely.
With what I've noticed, from editing to voice, from commentary.
I'm always the small channel reviews are the videos that I spend the most time on. I spend many hours, and it's the preparation for one of those is very extensive. So like before I even start recording the first voiceover, I've already spent several hours just absorbing all the videos and really trying to get a feel for what this person is trying to get across with their channel, because I'm representing their channel, and I want to make sure that I represent it the best way possible. And when I represent someone's channel, it's because I really want to. I think it deserves to be represented. I mean, we're really about positive vibes at ReviewToobz for sure. So there's a lot of really good stuff sort of I guess happening. But yeah, there is a lot of work that goes into it, but it is also the most rewarding thing I think I've probably ever done, and that keeps me going.
So yeah, so it's from someone who's watching, from a viewer watching the review. It's so good to know that you what you've done here is you've got someone to even if they go and check out the channel and don't even subscribe, they've checked out the channel and they've put some time into seeing what they do. So I'm sure as someone who's reviewing that and seeing that as the final product, that's very rewarding.
Absolutely, yeah. It's really rewarding. The thing for me is that I've never really considered it from. I mean, I have to always consider it from the point of view of someone that's never seen it before. But by the time I do an actual review, I've watched the channel and watched the videos so many times that I am extremely familiar with the entire content that I can only really speak from I guess the heart, like as much as possible, and hope that the way that I feel about the channel gets conveyed across to someone who's never seen it before. But yeah, it's really interesting to hear from someone else that hasn't seen it before what their opinion of what I'm trying to convey across is. And I hope that it's the best, because the channels that I'm reviewing, I just think are awesome. I love every single one of them. I stand by the saying that all ships rise in high tide, and the best way to make your own channel grow. I mean, if you're a YouTuber listening to this, the best way to make your channel grow, help other YouTubers. Get a community of people. I mean, I've got a community, I've got you, I've got a bunch of other YouTubers that are in this great group that we're forming of sort of YouTube friends that we helping each other, and everything's going up, and people like it too, apparently, because they keep on subscribing, which is fantastic. And we're seeing a lot of creativity being recognized, and I think there's a lot of, and that's the sad thing, is there's a lot of creativity that doesn't get recognized.
Of course.
And eventually gets buried and it gets lost. And I hate the idea that for every channel that I review, there's 1,000 channels or 10,000 channels or 100,000 channels that I've missed that are just as good and have just as much potential. But I'm just one person. You're just one person. We can't get to them all. We try to get to the ones that are about, and I guess it's luck of the draw, and I think the ones that we do capture, there's some pretty darn good stuff that we're all sharing, and it's exciting and it's fun, and I'm having such a blast doing it.
Of course, to go back what you said there, it's good because you have to try and build a community with other YouTubers.
Absolutely.
Especially when you're a small YouTuber trying to work your way, because you can't. Look, I've met a few people who said I can do it on my own. Well, you could, but you haven't got a big chance. You need to try and get out there, and meet people, and try and just talk to people and get along, if that makes sense. Because I've met so many brilliant YouTubers doing this, like not just the podcast, even through Twitter, and even through coming to see my let's plays. Because I also do the podcast, but it's funny thing is the channel's called Twitch and Snake Gamers, and until last month we had no gaming. So that's something interesting, but it's just about trying to build a community. So yeah, you just gotta try. There's so many brilliant people, and it's hard to get to everyone. But the people who you do get to, like you said, you're showing off their content, which is phenomenal.
Absolutely, and I mean, yeah, building up the community is so important, and I think the market and the way that I kind of look at the YouTube market, especially the new YouTuber market, is that I think a lot of people think that they're gonna jump on board and they're gonna just pump out some videos and everyone's gonna come swarming to them, and that's what's gonna happen. But it really won't. There is some very serious work that you have to do behind the scenes that take up so much more than just your videos, right? I mean, you got to interact with people, and you've got to make friends with people, and they're going to be your advocates, and then you be their advocates, because that helps everybody. And it's the only way, because in a saturated market, everyone's aggressively pushing their content, and if you don't, it's going to get buried. And that's just that is the reality of the situation right now.
It's sad, but it's reality. Like, you have to keep try and stay on the line. If you fall behind the line, it could be very hard for you to get back to there.
Absolutely. I mean, everyone wants to be the next PewDiePie, and they want to they look at PewDiePie and they say, "Well, I mean, he did it. He got this, and he did this, and that." But I mean, he started at a time when there was no monetization, so there was no money in it for him. He was just doing it for fun, and that is such a huge part. Just do it for fun. That's the first rule. And then the second, there wasn't a lot of competition, as it were. It was easier, I suppose, for him. But don't make any mistake, PewDiePie's work ethic is unbelievable. He works harder than any other YouTuber, and that's why he's gotten to that number one. So if anybody sort of thinks that they're just gonna pump out a few Call of Duty Let's Plays and that's all they have to do to quit their jobs and live on Easy Street, it's not going to happen.
Of course,
there's nowadays there's so
for every one out of every three person, one out of every three 15 to 20-year-old probably does YouTube now. It's probably, don't everyone in the comments don't quote me on that, but it could. There's a high percentage of people doing YouTube now, so it's just
There is a lot of people doing it. Yeah.
So you just got to try try and make your content stand out. Try and promote this, don't over promote. That makes sense. Because
That's it.
There is a line, but there can be a line. Some people can get annoyed. It's like, oh Jesus, my Twitter feed is just links.
That's it. And you know what? I've come up with a formula for myself, and I'm gonna make a video about it eventually. Probably the next Jerk Your Meat videos. Which, if you don't follow me, the Jerk Your Meat series is where I review beef jerky and also give you YouTuber tips. Sounds convoluted and a little bit like, how does that fit together? But I try to make it work. Anyways, the next one is going to be the 4 Ps. And I'm going to give you a sneak peek.
Ooh.
So the 4 Ps are preparation, performance, production, promotion. And you got to have each of those 4 Ps. You got to do each of them. You've got to prepare. You've got to perform when you actually do. Like what we're doing right now, what we're recording this is a performance. This is going to be recorded. People are going to listen to this back. It has to be good. And then there's the production, so the editing, making sure that you trim the fat, make it engaging, and get everything prepared. And that includes everything that you do on YouTube. So getting the thumbnail right, getting the title right, getting your tags right. And then there's the promotion. Get onto Twitter. Tell people about it. People want to know that there's good stuff out there. So feel free to promote it. So that's it. And sort of going back to the small channel reviews with those 4 Ps, the preparation stage, I spend more time in my preparation stage on those than anything else, because a lot of the other stuff is just like the subscriber specials. Those are, I just goof around. It's silly shit, so it's easy for me to just go in there like, oh, I've got this.
The subscriber specials make me laugh so hard. It's unbelievable.
I'm glad. I'm very glad. I mean, like the 100 subscriber special was a genuine thank you, and then when I got to 200, it was like, okay, I'm patting my back a little bit. Okay, I'm still going to pat myself on the back, but I'm going to goof around with it a little bit just so it doesn't seem like I'm too conceited. But don't make no mistake, I am. I'm pretty conceited. I've got a, and you guys keep on feeding it, so thank you. And the same with the 300, 400. They're all, I try to be goofy, but the 500 will be a serious one again. And then the 750 will be serious. The 1,000, definitely a serious one. And then after that, after I hit 1,000 subscribers, if I do,
you will.
Then I reset my goals up to 10. I'm working on it. We'll see how it goes. But I am so much enjoying being a part of. But the best part of this is being a part of the community that's around me. So including you, including a lot of these other guys that are around. That's been the most rewarding part. It's not getting a bunch of subscribers. It's the guys that come in and say awesome things, but it's also me going out and checking out their videos and saying something, and they respond to me. That's unbelievable. I feel like these guys are superstars, and I get to interact with them, and it's awesome. I just have such a good time with it.
All right, man. So here's a question. So what got you started on YouTube? What started all this?
Now that is a very good question, and it is one that I answered in the 100 subscriber special on my channel, and I will answer it now as well. Probably not as detailed, but I also got tagged in a YouTube question answer thing, and I'm going to answer the same question again. But I suppose the best answer that I have that got me started into it was I just needed to I needed a hobby, really, just an outlet for my weirdness. And this has been perfect because people like my weirdness, I suppose.
So guys, we have had a very special episode of Let's Football today. We have featured ReviewToobz. I feel so honoured to have him come on the podcast today, because he's a channel that ever since I found out from him for Cots and Consoles, I've wanted to feature on the podcast to show you guys what he does, and it is phenomenal what he does for this community. It is absolutely phenomenal. His reviews are highly edited to the point where he will spend hours upon hours on him. So if you haven't already, his link will be down there. Please make sure you check him out. And on that note, guys, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. It helps me and Snake out so much. If you want to become a Twitch Snake today by hitting that subscribe button. And on that note, guys, we'll see you later. Bye bye.
Bye bye.